Hey there, welcome to episode 3 of the Jonny Chocolates podcast. I'm your host, Jonny Chocolates. And in this show, we are going to go back in time to 1988 and 89 and revisit all of the house music that a young Jonny Chocolates was listening to. It's kind of an origin story and is the beginning of my love of vinyl and house music and just collecting records in general. Jonny Chocolates. Jonny Chocolates. Jonny Chocolates. In 1988, I was 12 years old and absolutely head over heels in love with house music. And looking back, it's kind of weird because as a kid living on a farm an hour and a half outside of Toronto, I really had no business knowing as much as I did about house music. But most of my knowledge came from endless hours of listening to the radio. And in particular, Chris Shepherd's Friday Night Dance Party, live from RPM, exclusively from CFNY, FM 102.1. On Fridays and Saturdays, they used to broadcast these club nights, and they were from places like RPM and Whiskey Saigon, and just like countless other clubs that have since disappeared over time. And this was back when radio didn't suck, and more importantly, CFNY didn't suck before it was bought out by a huge conglomerate and became The Edge. Ugh. It was truly an indie radio station, and it felt like the DJs played whatever the hell they wanted all of the time. I really miss it. And the track I'm going to start things off with is New Order's Fine Time. This single came out in 1988, and it was from the album Technique, which came out in 1989. Now, I wish I could remember exactly where I got this 12-inch, but I'm going to guess it was from one of the flea markets I used to go to all the time. I freaking loved New Order back then, and I still love their old stuff. And if I could only pick 2 of their albums to listen to, it would be Substance 1987 and Technique. Here's why. Oh my God. I love the goats at the end of that song. Um, my friend Edward was into house music just as much as I was, and he was lucky enough to have a grandmother who lived in Toronto. And I was lucky enough to go up with him on many of his visits. And almost every visit to her involved us hitting Yonge Street and going to Star Sound or Played a Record, which is still going strong in Spadina, by the way, or Sam the Record Man or the basement of HMV. I treasure the records I bought in those days. They really were formative years. And another favorite of mine from that time is the theme from S Express by S Express. It's housey, it's acidy, it's sexy, and it's super sampley. And I bought this 12-inch on one of those trips, and it was from Star Sound, which used to be at Yonge and College. And in the mid 90s, it became Trax. And in 1999, as luck would have it, I ended up working at that intersection, and it made for some financially dangerous trips on my lunch break. But I digress. Here is some S Express.
Enjoy this trip. Enjoy this trip. And it is a trip.
Countdown is progressing.
I used to have the full S Express album that was called Original Soundtrack on cassette back in the day, but sadly, it went when all my cassettes got tossed. And it's funny how I tossed cassettes for CDs and then CDs for MP3s over the years, but my records, they always stayed. Earlier this year, I was in Barcelona and I was crate digging in Disco Paradiso and I found it again on vinyl. And how could I pass it up? 12-year-old Jonny Chocolates was thrilled. And another record I found that day that made 12-year-old me happy was Dreamland, the debut album from an Italian group, or Italian, as my mother would say, called Black Box. And it's the Barcelona pressing, so it's become a great memento of my trip. In 1989, Jonny Chocolates used to listen to their single Right on Time all the time. Now, if you look closely at the thumbnail for this episode, you'll see a 13-year-old Jonny Chocolates opening his newly purchased copy of Right on Time. And thanks to Edward for taking a picture of a screenshot of a VHS home movie that preserves this momentous event. Now, this song became somewhat infamous because they took Lolietta Holloway's 1984 single Love Sensation, sampled the hell out of it, and put it on some beats and pretended it was their own, with no credit given. Lolietta ended up suing their asses and winning a settlement in return. I like to say that every record has a story to tell, and this one is no exception. I was going to edit out the first few seconds of this song because, well, it skips. But I've decided to keep it in because the story that this record is telling you is that in university, Jonny Chocolates was a little careless, and he left it too close to the radiator and it warped the edge. So with every skip, this record is saying, dumbass, dumbass, dumbass. But don't worry, it's only the first 20 seconds. This next song I'm going to play is, to me, one of the most 1988 of 1988 songs. It just really encapsulates what was happening in that time period. It's a record full of scratching, a crap load of samples and beats that you would have heard in a ton of other songs in the day, and just a lot of general nonsense. This copy came courtesy of Edward on one of his trips to Star Sound in Toronto without me. What a nice guy. The artist is a one-off called Richie Rich, and the track is Turn It Up, and it features samples of Snagglepuss, the gayest Hanna-Barbera cartoon character of all time. Heavens to Murgatroyd. So you have to remember that in the 80s, sampling was brand new. It was this new art form, and people were really going all out trying it in different ways and pushing boundaries and seeing what it could do. It was a real, real Wild West for a while. And a lot of it was crap, and it didn't land or it didn't age well and have any lasting power. I mean, think about it. In 1989, Prince recorded Bat Dance as the theme song for the brand new Batman movie. It's essentially a megamix mashup of a few different songs, and then they filled it with samples from the movie. It hit number one in the US and Canada, but it has all but disappeared. It isn't on any of his greatest hits or even most of the Prince playlists. And if you're not familiar with Bat Dance, look it up on YouTube. You really have to see it and listen to it. It really captures a moment in time. And continuing on this trend of oversampling, the next record coming up is Bring Me Edelweiss by Edelweiss. Technically, I didn't own this on vinyl in 1988, but I did have it taped off the radio from Chris Shepard's Friday Night Dance Party, live from RPM, exclusively from CFNY 102.1. Then, sometime later, I found it in the CD single bargain bin and grabbed it. And then last year, while I was perusing the digging section at Sonic Boom on Spadina, I found it on vinyl. And if you haven't gone digging through that section at the front of Sonic Boom, I highly, highly recommend it. There are lots of great finds, and there's a really heavy turnover, so it's pretty fresh every time you go. Bring Me Edelweiss is no masterpiece, and I bought it just purely for the nostalgic value and not for its artistic merit. But it's really commendable how they were able to rip off ABBA, Falco, Run DMC, throw in some yodeling, rip off The Sound of Music, insert some terrible rap, and get away with it. And for some reason, I loved it. And it's probably the ABBA SOS hook that drew me in. So sit back, pour yourself some wine, and enjoy this cheese. Wow. That was a trip. The final record I'm going to play for you that a young Jonny Chocolates loved in 1988 belonged to Information Society. I used to think they were like so cool and I like totally wanted to dress like them, and I listened to their self-titled album on cassette on repeat. Sadly, that cassette got tossed with all the others, but then last year I was shopping at Invisible City on Spadina and I found it on vinyl, and now it's back in my collection. They had a few singles from that album, but the one I'm going to play for you is What's on Your Mind, Pure Energy, like their biggest and kind of only hit. And I'm pretty sure I picked it up at Star Sound on one of my many, many trips with Edward. And if you listen closely, you'll notice that the Pure Energy sample is actually Spock from Star Trek, Mr. Leonard Nimoy himself. And as I close out this episode, I just want to say thanks for coming on this journey with me. Bespoke DJ shows have all but disappeared from radio, but it feels really good to be paying it forward in a new medium. And I do want to know what you're thinking, so drop me a line on Mixcloud or at Jonny Chocolates on Instagram. And I'll also be posting the record covers there for each episode so you can see what you're listening to. Until next time.
pure energy. Pure energy. Pure energy. Pure energy. Pure energy. Pure energy.